Hey Aries, welcome to your monthly reading for August. I am Charlene Lizette. Let's dive in and see what's going on for you this week. All right, we're going to pull out 3 cards for career and finances, 3 cards for general overall energy, and 3 cards for love and romance. And we're going to dive in using a bunch of the other decks. Okay, so just hang tight, Aries, and let's see what's going on. Whether you're new or you're returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope that you're clicking subscribe and becoming a part of our collective. I noticed that I thought I had given myself enough space. I'm so sorry to do that too, yeah? Please forgive me. The lighting's also a little bit off. So sorry. It's okay. Mistakes happen. Okay, so in your career and your finances, we have the Page of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Woo-wee whoop. Let's talk about this for a second, okay? Because with the Page of Wands here, there's a lot of passionate new ideas. There's a lot of creativity. There could even be this like desire or this drive, this pull, Aries, to start something new, to venture into a new maybe a new career, a new project, a new way of generating wealth. I do want to remind you that we are in the midst of Mercury retrograde, and when Mercury retrogrades, it's not necessarily a good time to start anything new unless it's been something you've been working on for some time. So like, let's just say this has been an idea that's been brewing, that you've been working through, you've been like assessing, reevaluating, all that jazz for, I don't even know, the last couple of months. Then sure, if you want to launch it during this time, it's good. But otherwise, not the bestest time to be, you know, taking the ideas that you think of and then just like busting them out into the universe without working through. Mercury retrograde is a time of introspection, a time of self-reflection, a time of restoration, a time of reviewing, reassessing, like that, all the re's. I always say that, okay? Now when we drop into the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups together, here is this confirmation, in my opinion, that you should be holding back here. These ideas are brilliant. These ideas that you have, this new path, you know, long term, yes, has lots of opportunity, lots of hope, lots of fire. However, if you've ever built a fire, you're an Aries. So please tell me if you have not, because I think that would be kind of weird. I think all Aries at one point or in their life or another have like been a little bit of a pyromaniac. You know, I'm not lying, okay? So what happens if you start a fire and you try adding too much wood in the beginning, right? You're gonna snuff it. Don't do that. Instead, what you should do is pull back these ideas, pull back all this energy and kind of go inward with it. So maybe there's a lot of studying, maybe there's a lot of writing down of your ideas, maybe there's a lot of like reviewing, reflecting, letting the downloads come in, surrendering to the energy and allowing it to really just like sit with you and just be in this energy of like, okay, what's the possibility? What's the opportunity here? How far can I take it? How realistic is my idea and its pursuit? Do I have the time? Like all of that stuff. And I think if you were to do that, Aries, you're going to be very rewarded by the universe, because Source is going to be like, okay, she didn't rush into something, or he didn't rush into something. And then you're going to be given the path forward with a lot of clarity as we move into more Virgo season, September, when the retrograde stations direct. We have denial here, and it says, excuse me, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And then we have a square. The square in astrology is what we would consider a hard aspect. A square in astrology is all about resistance, it's struggle, it's a friction. Okay, there's an intensity or a like two things that don't necessarily jive well together, or they create a lot of like resistance. Okay, so this could not be to do with your obstacles, with learning, conflict, problems, obsessions. Maybe there's a part of you that's like become very focused or hyper focused on your finances, on your wealth, on your financial stability, but you're not seeing the path forward. And again, the message from Source is chill out, bro. You know, like just chill. Just chill, because the minute that you chill, the minute that you're able to sit down, you can assess an issue and respond accordingly. If we are operating for fight or flight all the time, or freeze, right? We are in a state of panic, in a state of trauma. You're never going to be able to get the clarity on how you're supposed to move forward in this situation. However, if you take a step back and you're like, okay, let me review here, let me assess, let me see what's going on, then yes, you're going to be provided with the clarity on how to move forward. We have the Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, if you try and rush this, whatever this thing is, if you try and bulldoze your way through this, okay? If you try and be the low octave of Aries energy, and listen, I've been there, done that. I have an Aries stellium. I get it, okay? But if you've been there before, right, you know that when we do things like this, doesn't bode well. Yes, there's a time of action. Yes, there's a time of pushing. But August is not that month. August is that month of pulling back. Like the ocean tide, pull back. Work through things. See what's going on. Assess, review, reflect, do all the things. My mic is on good. And then that way you're going to be prepared and have the right steps, the clarity, the right path forward, okay? So that you can get to that King of Pentacles. You may also find yourself this month having to budget a lot, having to save a lot of money, having to put money away, because you don't want to be put in a position or a situation where money ends up being a little bit tight down the road, okay? We do have a lot of pentacles here. Pentacles do have to do with your money. It also has to do with financial stability and security and your own foundation and your own roots and your own sense of safety, okay? Your own like groundedness. Then we have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper, along with Venus as your amulet before we dive into your love reading. So what I am seeing here is Source is saying, how can you shift the perspective this week? How can you look at this from a different angle? How can you assess, review, reassess this dynamic from a different lens? Are you available? Are you open to changing the narrative, changing the story, changing the way in which you're seeing something in your life? Something that I think for a lot of you has been causing some hardship or some difficulty, some challenge. It's been putting like a weight on your shoulders. You get what I'm saying? And so now is a time for you to reevaluate, reassess, reflect, redo, okay? Whatever needs to be redone so that you can build it in a way that it has a solid foundation. And this could have to do with your wounds here, Chiron, okay? Chiron is currently in Aries, so we do have more of that money, financial stability, financial security coming through if you have Aries in the second house. If you don't have Aries in the second house, like if you have it in the first, it could have to do with your self-worth, okay? And how it relates to money because of all these pentacles. But Chiron is a wounded healer. Chiron is here to teach us about our pain and suffering. How can we be in acceptance? How can we alchemize? How can we surrender? How can we transmute? Big questions here for you. I'm telling you, this is a month, man. This is a month, bro. Okay. Now, if you want to work with me in any capacity, you want to book a session with me, it's in the description box below, okay? I'm going to move on to your love reading now. Let's talk about this, okay? Sorry, I needed to pause here because I really wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing any messages here. In your love and romance, we have the Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands here at the bottom, which is indicating to me a time where you're cutting through the BS, where you're no longer like, you're not interested in the fluff. I feel like I'm crooked. You're not interested in the fluff, okay? You're not interested in the baloney. You're not interested in the BS. You're not interested in the, I don't know, like the lovey-dovey, like rose-colored goggles. You're like, I am done with all of that, Charlene. I am interested in moving forward here, solid, stable, and secure. I think you also want to restore a lot of balance. For some of you here, you know, interesting too that my shoulder started hurting me as well. I wonder if you have mother wounds because the left is mom, and I'm carrying some weight here. You guys remember I used to have that thing that I got surgery on, and now my shoulder is like up again. So, and it's, yeah, and I was fine. So anyways, this could have to do with some mother wounds that you have, okay? Maybe being financially responsible for your mom, or maybe feeling like your mom was never there for you and now it's coming up and manifesting in different ways, okay? With the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, this is about you learning how to restore balance into your life. Abso-flipping-lutely, okay? With the Six of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, how can you move on here? How can you find a way to cultivate more balance, more stability, more peace in your romantic situations? If this person is not for you, why are you still holding on to them? If there is an unrequited love situation, why are you unable to accept that this person may not be the right person for you? If you are seeking new relationships, new situations, new dynamics in your romantic sector, what are you doing to make it happen, okay? With the Three of Cups and the Hierophant, Source is saying, whoa, what is possible if you go out there and enjoy the pleasures of life and love and everybody and multiple loves and multiple experiences instead of trying to like hold down to one person, especially if this person isn't into you. Like, what is available to you if you start dating and putting yourself out there? Some big questions here, especially with Venus showing up, okay? I'm going to pop this video here all about how to manifest money. It's one of my new uploads on the video. I think it's going to really, really help you. And if you feel called to it, if you're really wanting to step into your financial security, your financial stability, and track cash flow with ease, my Money Magnet workshop's in the description box below. It's been changing lots of people's lives, all right? So yeah, that's it for now. Okay, thank you so much, Aries. We will see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.